Last year, I posted my predictions about the real estate market in Kamloops and Canada for 2024. Now it's time to hold myself accountable to see where I was right, where I was wrong, and where we look moving forward into 2025. This is something that we plan to do every year moving forward, just as a little bit of fun. So make sure you keep an eye out for my next week's predictions for 2025. Before we get started, I'm Scott McDowell, and I run a real estate team here in Kamloops. If you're new here, make sure you like this video and subscribe to our channel for more local real estate content to Kamloops. If you are thinking about making a move, make sure you reach out to my team and I in the contact information in the description below. Now, without further ado, let's see how I did last year. Go with prediction number 1. I do think that the Bank of Canada is going to cut their key interest rate 3 times in 2024. Personally, I think probably going to be anywhere between the 50 and 75 basis points overall. All right, so for prediction number 1, I was way off. I thought this year we'd see a couple quarter point cuts in June, July, or August, and possibly one more at the tail end of the year in December. Instead, we've gone all in and done a full 1.75 point cut throughout the entire year, bringing the overnight rate down to 3.25 with the most recent half point cut in December. So yeah, I was completely wrong on this one, but I don't mind being wrong on this one here. With the rate cuts largely due to challenges like the weaker employment and slower economy, this will definitely be welcome news for variable rate mortgages who've definitely been feeling the squeeze every month for the past couple of years. Now, it's definitely not the best start to my predictions, but let's move on to see what the next one is like. Our prediction number 2 is that Kamloops real estate sales are going to be up 10 to 15% from 2023. Boy, I was way off on this one. It turns out we're actually currently sitting just a little bit under 1% down from 2023 in sales, which actually might end up ending up evening out once we get December's numbers in a couple days. Now, I'm quite surprised as we did start the year quite strong in the early spring. We did see a lot of multiple offers, a lot of very low inventory at that time. We ended up seeing consumer confidence drop into late spring and summer, and we did see a lot of increased inventory during that time. And it was actually one of the slower springs that we've had in multiple years. Now, the fall seemed to remain quite stable, and we are finishing the year quite strong. There's lots of good deals and low interest rates that are, in general, the activity has picked up as we head into the holidays this year. Actually, we did have one of our buyers go into multiple offers on Christmas Eve on a home that had been listed on the market for 5 months. So the market is definitely picking up in the tail end months here, and I do expect that to continue into the new year. My prediction is number 3. We're actually going to see modest growth in prices. With interest rates lowering a little bit later in the year, I do think consumer confidence will be returning in the year, and I expect a gradual growth in prices by the end of the year in that 3 to 4% range for single family and across all asset classes. Okay, so this is another one that we end up on the wrong side of. Overall, the benchmark price remained almost on par with where we were in 2024. For single family homes being down probably about 0.6%. Townhouses, we actually saw a marginal gain of 1.1%, but condos and apartments end up with the largest difference being down 7% for 2024. The biggest reason for that was a massive influx of inventory hitting the market in late spring. Increased inventory with marginal or lower demand definitely caused a downward trend on prices across the board, which seemed to have leveled off in Q4 this year. Inventory definitely overall shot up from 702 listings at the tail end of November in 2023 to over 1,600 listings at the tail end in 2024. Now, that is quite high in comparison to the last half a decade. It is actually a lot closer to the normal balanced market that we had that we'd previously seen in the mid-2010s. Prediction number 4, the investors are going to return to the market. I think with the stabilization and consumer confidence coming back to the market, and low interest rates, we're going to see the return of the investor buyer. Now, so this one's a little bit tougher to quantify using stats, but more closer using our team's personal experience in the market. We did see a number of investors come back to the market compared to 2023. A lot of that was due to lowering prices, reasonable interest rates has definitely made investing far more appealing as of late. However, I did expect to see quite a bit more investors that we actually did see come back in 2024. Now, I do think that there are a lot of people that are sitting on the sidelines waiting for interest rates to stabilize, and then they'll be back in the market probably early next spring here. So I might have been a year too early with this prediction. That being said, who we did see back in the market was a flood of first-time homebuyers who were priced out of the market from 2021 to 2023. About 70% of our buyers to finish 2024 were first-time homebuyers. So with a lot of the new mortgage rules making it easier now, I do expect this trend to continue into the new year. Prediction number 5, the upsizer buyer wins in 2024. Again, this one's a little bit tougher to quantify, but I do think we were bang on this one. Townhouses and entry-level homes definitely remained quite stable for prices and activity through 2024, and the higher-priced homes definitely took the brunt of more of the price reductions, more lowering prices in during the year there. So anybody who was looking to make that move up likely came out ahead in 2024. Now, do you think that there are some options and gains to be made in early 2025? But also the new mortgage rules are in favor of the higher price point homes between 1 million and 1.5 million. Now you don't have to put the full 20% down. So I do expect that higher price point to start catching up in the early years, the early months of 2025. 2024 again was another volatile year with massive inventory swings, interest rate changes, and government policy changes for mortgages. I am personally looking forward to a little bit more of a stabilized, predictable market in the coming years. All right, that's my recap and predictions for 2024. We got some right, we got a couple of things wrong. But where did you think that we end up in 2024? Were your predictions right? Make sure you let me know in the comments. Make sure you keep an eye out for a predictions video as we head into 2025. Again, I'm Scott McDowell. Make sure you like and subscribe for more local Kamloops content. Until next time, have an amazing, safe end to your holiday season. Bye now.